And then I said,
Whoa.
hey, what's up, party people? Welcome to Enter the Realm, the Realm of Collectors podcast, episode 10. Thanks for joining us tonight. We have our normal cast of characters and a very special guest. TJ Duckett from Kuma Style Reviews has joined us tonight, making some introductions on my screen here. Coming in first, we have Daniel. What's up, Daniel?
What's up? I'm straight out of Compton. The
That's
movie,
right.
It was good. Go watch
You look
it.
like you're straight out of Compton.
Yeah.
You know, behind a dumpster behind. Never
He's
mind.
got them Jerry curls going there.
Yes,
All
sir.
good.
Hey, and guess what? My shit's not muted. You can hear me jabbering. There it goes. Next, we got Jisk. What's up, Jisk?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Mr. J. Rue's in the house.
Hola.
And
That was Spanish for what's up, in case you guys didn't translate.
my usual,
Really?
our mainstay partner in crime here, Dust Mites.
Yo.
And our very special guest, TJ.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
All right. We got some topics and stuff to get into tonight. First, we're going to have a 100 subscriber contest coming up. Gosh, it won't be too terribly long. Where are we at, Dust?
We're 77 subscribers.
77, so 23 more if my public school education serves me right.
I'm mad that you hesitated. You're like 23.
Hold on, let me
Listen.
get the
Listen, I'm in Mississippi. I'm in
Where's the
Mississippi
abacus?
tonight, and you know what they do to show offs in Mississippi.
That's in the West Coast, right? According to Dan.
Yes. This is in the West
All right,
Coast.
so we got the road to 100. So
Road to 100, yes.
100
So-
subscribers, and then we'll do a little giveaway.
So stay tuned to that. Also want to announce our new ROC shirts. We're calling them the Reverse Devi shirts. The purple with the green letters are now available for pre-order on our website. Yes, we have a website, realmofcollectors.com/shop. There's a link in there. You can just PayPal us direct, or you can go through the big cartel link that's on there. Also have stickers available on there. Let's get into some stuff you might have acquired this week. Dan, what'd you get?
I got something. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It's here somewhere. Oh no, I think I lost it. So, whatever, I guess.
Oh, looky there.
Oh,
Fancy.
Bam. So Daniel's rocking one of our limited edition second run ROC hats. I have one left.
The
Anybody
repaint.
wants an ROC hat, please hit me up.
Yeah, let me see. Bring it closer. What's the repaint? What's different on that one?
The Realm of Collectors line is blue.
Oh,
whereas mine
wow.
Is white.
Wow,
blue.
man.
So just
The
subtle
blue
enough
is
to make
blue.
it different.
So you know what? We're taking a little page from Hasbro and third-party companies with these fucking repaints and variants. Wow, this is great. This is like
That's
collecting this is like action figure collecting in the 90s.
That's exactly what it is. You have to look for the yellow Daredevil figure, right?
The
Yes.
Arctic Freeze Batman.
the key word when you do a repaint though is limited edition.
That's right. It's
And
limited
then it's not-
edition.
Then it's not a.
It's about 10,000 units.
So if you-
So how many hats did we sell on the second run?
Our second run, we actually ended up having 6 hats. They sent me an extra one. Long story. We sold our 5, and I had one left over, so there's one more hat if anybody wants a hat. Shout out to everybody who picked up a hat.
Thank you.
And like
You're
I said, the shirts are available. They are $23 shipped in the U.S. and Canada. So make sure you pick your shirt up. Same process as last time, pre-orders. Pick your size, pay for your shirt, and at the end of we'll do 2 weeks again. At the end of 2 weeks, orders will be placed, and I'll ship them out as soon as they come in. So
Yeah, I like the new style with the dark purple with the green lettering. Definitely
Yeah.
reverse Devi, baby.
Reverse Devi. There's pictures
Reverse
on our
Devi.
website. Yep, check it out. So awesome, Jisk, what'd you get?
Oh, I picked up the MP11 Thundercracker.
Whoa.
Nice.
Yeah.
There, though.
Ooh.
Nice.
Toys R Us exclusive.
Yeah. I haven't had it. I don't have any other than I don't have any of them. I have the Sunstorm, but
Oh, so that's your first other seeker?
that's my first legit seeker
Nice.
until this $60 Starscream comes at me.
Yeah. Good luck. You're gonna get that email saying,
No, I
"Oh,
think
we're
it's-
sorry, but."
I haven't heard anything yet, so I think it's staying.
No, I mean 2 weeks. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. Nothing yet.
You guys
Yeah.
wake up every morning, right? You wake up
Hell
every
yeah.
morning and you look at your email saying,
Every Toys R Us email I get, I'm like, oh, still good. Still good.
"Oh God, we're good."
All right, Jay Ruse, what'd you pick up this week?
I got a couple of things. I first got my shirt. It's hard to show. From Shirt Punch.
Boom.
It's not low enough.
Oh,
Hey,
What
save
would
that.
you want?
Save that
Here,
for
you want to see something?
TFCon. Save that for
No,
TFCon.
okay. And I also got another shirt from Ripped Apparel. If you guys can see that.
yes, nice.
Nice.
So that's all I got this week. No figures.
No figure?
No figures. I got something coming next week though.
All right,
Great.
Dust, what'd you get this week?
Absolutely nothing.
The goose egg.
Yes.
I saw Chris lining that up. Added Google effects.
Well, I've just been keeping the money close for a little bit. Work's been really busy after vacation. I really haven't had some time to think about things, but I hit up the homeboy Hanny, agabus.com, and I put a little order in, so maybe next week we'll have a little something to talk about.
I'll be
Nice,
there tomorrow.
I'm also in that special club with you this week. I did have a trade come in, and I'll be posting on Instagram. It was stuff for my kid, but I'm not home to open it, so I'll let him open it because I'm a nice guy like that. So, TJ, what'd you get this week? I know you got one thing there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I got that Spark Toys STO1
There he is, the big badass himself.
He is big.
Alpha Prime. And then these are not Transformers, but they're
Hey,
cool.
we're all about it,
No,
man.
guys.
Right on.
We're not the
That's
realm of
right,
Transformers.
wonderful.
We're about everything, bro. Anything.
Yeah. Japan had Wonderfest this summer, last couple of weeks of July, and I finally got the Sinnoh exclusives from that. Iron Patriot.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
That's killer.
And this is an anime figure. It's Kashan, but it's a black version of him. So,
Okay.
really cool.
That was
Really
your last
cool.
picture, right?
Yeah.
That picture looked really dope.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. So, and dude, I got one of those like lens apps or whatever for Android. I gotta try it on. See, I told you I'm like out of touch with this crap.
Awesome.
One of those lens thingies. But yeah, they're awesome. They're
Good.
really cool. I look forward to playing around with that, man. And thank you.
Awesome.
Welcome to
It's
Lens.
spreading. It's like a disease.
The lens flare disease.
Yep.
Lens something or another.
You
But yeah,
got
that's
flared.
it for me. Nothing too crazy this week. And I'm kind of glad, man. This summer, it seems like the third parties, I think it's one of the topics for you guys this week, but they're like coming out of the woodwork. And
Yeah.
things are just pushed back, and, you expect, okay, I'm going to get this month, this month, this month, but things get pushed back to where everything just drops at once.
Hell
And you're
yeah.
like, what the fuck,
Budget.
man?
There goes your budget.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
the worst time like that I can think of was like right after Christmas this year because you had Transistor, one of the Iron Fans Toys Dinobots, Ultra Magnus. It's like it all came at once. It's like, geez.
That's
Absolutely.
$600 right there.
Yeah.
Boom. Right,
that's-
I think
and
right
that
after
was me.
Right in January.
I mean, honey, they're $40 a piece, honey. They're $40 a piece. $40 a
You
piece.
cannot believe the clearance prices they had this week.
It came
Wow.
out and
I used my TF source points, and it was absolutely. I gotta tell you, I really felt bad placing that order because I felt I was fucking running away from the site with the shit for free, babe.
That's how it comes across.
No, this
Gotcha.
big bad toy store box? No, this is the neighbors. I just beat them up and took it from
Yeah, no, I didn't
That's-
order all this stuff. I found these at the pharmacy. Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm gonna tell you right now. P.O. Box. Save yourself some time. P.O. Box. $60
It's all good.
$60 a year.
For
all
me,
good.
it wasn't too bad with the misses, but I got Ultimate Optimus Prime this year,
Oh
and
god.
that box was like 4 feet wide. And then I left the invoice in the box.
Oh.
It said like 950 plus shipping or something like that.
So first off, she heard beep, 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 beep
Yes.
as the truck was coming in front of the house. And then all that shit, bringing it in. And then
And it's sad because I tried to tell her what, like I tell one of you guys what's cool about it. I'm like, but it talks. Hi, Optimus Prime. And it just kept getting worse. I showed her, I think she thought it was more stupid. But she accepts me.
Just let it go.
That's
Sometimes you just gotta say, let it go. All right, you want that new Chanel bag?
That's why every time I buy something, please do not send invoice extra.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I wish I would
There
have.
should be that little check mark box. No invoice needed.
There was no hiding that one.
Yeah. Hey, just a quick reminder to all of our viewers, we do have the chat open on our YouTube there beside the video, so if you have any questions for any of us, for TJ or any of the rest of the cast here, please feel free to put them in there. Any comments, we try to always review the comments. TJ, we're going to get into talking about what you do a little bit, my man there.
Sure.
Give us a little overview of how you got started in collecting, how you got started in the photography, and what it is that you do, what all do you collect?
All right, cool. I'll try not to blah, blah, blah too much. It was back in 2010 or so. I remember I was working at a call center, and I would just randomly get bored. And, because we have free reigns with our computer and stuff like that, I would Google crap like Transformers and this and that. And I got on Craigslist one day, and I saw somebody just selling, his whole collection or whatever. So I had a day off. I decided to drive by there. I remember the first one I picked up was the Robots in Disguise Scourge, Nemesis Prime or whatever. Hey, dog. Sorry about that.
Shout out to Dog.
Yeah, shout out to Dog. He's actually going to be a guest here for a little bit.
Yeah, bring him up.
But I went ahead and I got that and some of the Transformers Collector Club bots or whatever. The Nexus Prime. The clear guy or whatever, the one that was like Bruticus or whatever. And from there, I just ended up getting on TFW and Cybertron and stuff like that. Actually talking to other local collectors and this. Then all of a sudden, I discovered Third Party and City Commander, and it just went from there. Obviously, it got crazy, but yeah. In terms of photography and stuff like that, it was kind of the same. I would just take random pictures at work. I'd bring toys to my desk at work. And yeah, take pictures of them, share them on TFW. And man, I didn't get into the whole DSLR, professional photography thing until somebody made fun of me on TFW. He said something to me I wish you'd stop spamming these shitty camera phone pictures or something like that.
Oh, the worst, man.
Yeah, dude. And I was like, what? So I just decided to start looking at better pictures and stuff like that. And when I finally got my first DSLR, you know what I mean? I'm not going to get into everything, but it went from there, that kind of motivated me to whatever. And then I decided I liked it. Then first company called and said, hey, we like these pictures you took for us or whatever. Why don't you do some pictures for us? And then it kind of went from there, and here we are. In terms of what I collect, I haven't been doing this that long, since 2011 or so. But I started watching Super Robot anime and stuff like that. And from there, dude, things just went nuts. Transformers, still got a lot of love for them and stuff like that, but what I mostly collect, a lot of Super Robot, Super Robot Wars, Mazinger, the Getter Robo series, Gal Gaigar, that's a popular one, Godaner, that kind of stuff. If you look in the cabinets back there, it's pretty much all Super Robots. So, Transformers-wise, now, man, when I first started collecting, classics were the shit. But to me, there's been a big decline in quality. So I still do a lot of third party and stuff like that.
It's not just you, buddy.
Good. I feel bad saying that, but it's man, they were so
Chuck
great.
is dead.
God, and it sucks because they used to be so awesome. And I look at Combiner Wars now, and it's just what? And even that, I look at your Devastator back there. To me, that looks good. But it'd be great if Giant and Hercules didn't come out and stuff like that.
Sure.
If there wasn't that Gravity toy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Third parties are just killing it now. They went from upgrades and compliments to their own thing. Third party are classics.
they're running it. They're running
Exactly.
They became a
Exactly.
monster.
Yep.
Well, and I think we had talked about that too. It's like it's becoming the first party, and you
Yeah.
go to
Yes.
Hasbro for your secondary stuff.
it. Yes.
Absolutely. Like, and I'll say this: when it comes to Masterpiece, I think Hasbro Takara, they kill it in that category. Like, Fans Toys has made a good niche, but they'll first party will always be my go-to with Masterpiece. Like, I always feel like no matter how good a third party does it, Takara is eventually gonna reveal something that's like, oh shit, shut it down. Like they did. Do you guys remember that third party Soundwave that was supposed to come out or something?
It was by
And
Fans.
then
That was Fans
Hasbro
Toys.
announced theirs right away.
Yeah, it was Fans Toys.
Yeah, and shut it down. I feel like Hasbro Takara, they're so good with their Masterpiece line that they can do that with anybody.
But do you feel that way about that? I mean, it's the big topic, that Ironhide that's coming out. This is the first one that I think that's really making other people look
Yeah.
at third party.
And it's weird because I actually like the Voodoo toy design.
Yes,
Right,
yes,
yeah.
I do too.
Yeah,
For
absolutely.
me too. And
Yep.
I heard that Takara is going back to the not say the drawing board, but they're going to make some changes.
But you know what? I give them credit for doing that.
Yeah,
Instead
well,
of being riding on, well, we're first party, so more people will buy us.
yeah, but they
anyway.
understand that there's
Yes.
a new sheriff in town. You know what I mean? There's
Mhm.
other fish in the sea, and that this is what's going to happen. You know, so hopefully, which I doubt. I mean, once they got this new designer, honestly, in my opinion, once the new designer came in, shit just started going downhill.
And you know, I don't follow first party closely enough to even know when the designer changed or whatever. Could you when did that happen?
So you could actually tell by the figures. MP10 was done by the one guy, and
Okay.
The
then
one guy.
yeah, I forgot his name.
Guy
Here he
A.
is. He's right here. The guy A. Guy A.
He did 12 through 20.
Okay.
So it's all of the Lambos,
Yes.
the Nissans,
Yes.
and Wheeljack.
Yep.
Okay.
And then after that, Bumblebee. There.
Yeah, Bumblebee was the new designer, and
Ultra Magnus.
Ultra Magnus is a new guy too.
Gotcha. And that makes sense. There's a big difference even aesthetically.
Ultra. I can't lift my arms up.
Oh, that's why they made those new shoulders for him or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. So now we have to spend the $60 to make a $200 figure fucking work.
He can
see,
only do
that-
this. With the
that
shoulders, he
sucks.
could do this.
Hey.
But yeah, you know, and I stopped with Masterpiece once I got that Ultimate Optimus Prime. I said, I'm just going to go with those, do fewer, better quality, instead of having a shelf full.
Sure.
Because I really don't need, you know what I mean? Every single G1 cast member to...
No, you're absolutely right, man.
complete.
I turned my collecting around maybe a year ago when I said it's not about quantity, it's about quality. You know?
Absolutely.
I used to have a lot of fucking figures, man. You know, and I just downsized and sell to survive. Hashtag sell to survive.
Till to
And,
survive.
Yeah.
You know, you sell it out, you get the dough back in, and you put it back into your hobby, man, and you get something a little bit better.
Yeah.
Hey, TJ, I know you showed it a second ago, but I know everybody's interested to see it and hear your thoughts on that Spark Toys Prime there.
Okay, yeah, if you guys want to move into that, Puppy. Okay.
Puppy! Shout out to
We'll do it
Puppy.
together. There are three in here. He's just the one that's being whiny. His mom had a meeting tonight, so he's acting like she left him forever. Or he's acting like she did. Alright, and step on my cord. That's awesome. Alright, so Spark Toys Optimus, it's hard to really make a decision on quality because it's a great prototype. This is
Yeah.
resin. I don't know
Yeah,
if you
it's
guys have ever
resin.
worked
Yeah,
with
yeah,
that, but
yeah.
it's like hard putty. You
Yeah.
know, rather than like firm plastic and stuff like that. The joints really loose, floppy. It was sent to me for photography, you know. They gave me permission to go ahead and do a preview as well, and that's why it wasn't like a full, we're going to go over the articulation and this and that kind of
How-
deal, but more, you know, check out the transformation, this is what it does, this is what it's going to feature, that kind of thing. But, see, I don't know how decent my webcam is for like details and stuff. Detail wise, it's pretty darn good. You know, I don't know what's going to be lost when it comes to paint, because I don't know if you guys have noticed when things get painted, a lot of those finer details will get lost.
Sure.
You know, but right now it's looking good. I like that they even have the gimmick here. Use my fingernails. All right. They have a removable matrix in there.
Yeah,
When it
yeah.
comes down to it, it's well done. The gun just fell off, but it's got weapon storage on both sides for both the gun and the axe that it comes with.
The axe.
Overall, I mean, it's good stuff. I know this is a company that actually makes other figures. I can't tell who they are because they're running this under a different brand.
Sure.
But the other thing that they made was absolutely fantastic.
Sure.
So I don't doubt that the quality on this will be well, but I'm reserving judgment until it comes out. Because here's the thing, with two companies, when you're working with like different designers, maybe different factories and stuff like that, the intention may be there, but one product doesn't guarantee that the next one's automatically going to be great.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Alright,
So
for
even
everyone
like
who doesn't know, TJ has a YouTube channel where he reviews a lot of figures and Transformers and some of his super robots. And he reviewed this figure on his channel, and he showed the transformation, which is really cool because it was simple, but it was intuitive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
It's
it's
simple,
really
simple.
cool. So I mean,
Simple but
if you want to
gratifying.
shout out your YouTube channel so people can see where to find you.
Yeah, I believe it's youtube.com/TJ Duckett, or if you just like search Kuma Style, it'll take you right to my channel as well. So, and my site kumastyle.com, I do pictorial reviews and stuff like that there. Video wise, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of doing video reviews. I'm more of a photographer. You guys had asked me earlier about how I got into video reviewing.
Yeah, how did you segue into that?
It was just a fluke. Like, I had a camera that shot video, so I was like, I'll give it a try. Posted on TFW, people liked it, I went from there.
What was your first video?
First video, I believe it was the Make Toys Bomber and Hover.
Okay.
The Sea Spray and Power Glide that they
The
did.
tiny little guys, yeah.
Yeah, just something quick, but I sucked, so I still took like 30 minutes to review them or whatever. It's like a 2-minute transformation between them.
Yeah, but I really like a video that it covers everything. So I don't care if it's 10 minutes or 50 minutes. I'm there.
Absolutely. But it grew from there. Learned how to streamline things a little bit, like that kind of thing. But yeah, that's how it happened. I still do them and stuff, but I'm not somebody that you really see promoting a lot of YouTube videos. Like, I do pictures and stuff because I kind of do videos to complement my pictures, where I think a lot of people who do both do the reverse. I could really care less about the whole YouTube thing. I'd rather you look at my pictures. Go to kumastyle.com, let me know what you think of my
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I really love to do.
Dude, my favorite pictures of yours, I love that series with Fans Project Revolver.
That's the Roadbuster. Yes.
Roadbuster. He was you did a bunch of pictures with him. They came out phenomenal. I love that series of pictures you did with him.
Well, thank you. And it's crazy that you noticed that, because I don't think, especially recently, that I've done that many pictures with any other toy. I was like in love with it. I think I did like 30, 40 pictures with him, where normally I stop at like 10, 15 tops. Thank you so much for checking that out, man. He's awesome.
He's a great figure. And anytime I get a chance to take a photo with him, I Wrecker. I love Wreckers, so I like taking pictures with him.
And I'll take this, like, Jay Ruse, I really like what you do, especially like Instagram wise. You're able to tell a story in that confined like square space. It's weird, and you understand this, like, photographer to photographer, I like to work with a lot of negative space and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So when it comes to this whole Instagram thing, having to confine things, it's tough, and you do fantastic with it.
Thank you. I was actually...
All right, hold on. Jay's like this right now. Woo!
You're welcome.
Oh, God.
No, but you know what I mean? It's different when you have, like, that rectangular, I don't know, letterbox or whatever, like, style shape.
Widescreen.
Yeah. You can tell a story, in that much, but he takes this smaller square, and it's like, holy shit. That's a real battle. You can see everything. He still has some space to spare. It's very well done, and the lens effects and stuff like that, phenomenal, dude. You do great work, man.
Thank you, man.
So
Thank you. I'm going to tell you, you were one of my
Repping the
inspirations.
LF. Lens
You're
flare.
still one of my inspirations with photography. So, I learned a lot from looking at a lot of your stuff, and then some other people on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
So,
and, it's weird, because, like, our styles are very different.
Yep.
But I respect the hell out of what you do, man. Like, it's awesome. I
Thank
always
you.
enjoy when you like post a picture and stuff like that. Look
Yeah,
forward to it. Actually.
Jay sets a tone. He sets a story. There's something there.
Mhm.
And then once you realize when you're looking at that picture what he's talking about, you see the other things around it.
Mhm.
You know, and that just brings you in even more and be like, oh wow, wow, nice. I understand why he laid on his belly for 35 minutes to get that angle.
Like a fucking whale.
Awesome. So no, you guys do good work. I look forward to interacting with you guys more on like the Instagram thing and stuff like that.
Welcome to Instagram, brother. Welcome.
Yeah,
You're gonna
it's
see,
different.
especially for photos, that I think that you're really gonna like it a lot more than
Yes.
than you think you.
How
will.
does a photo guy who takes pictures of figures not on Instagram?
I'm gonna tell him it's gonna be really tough to go from a rectangle to a square.
It already is, dude. It sucks. And I'm not used to centering figures. Like, I go, you know how photography is rule of thirds and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Like, fucking A, just, it's so weird.
You start leaning back like this all the way around,
Oh
and you're pushing
God.
backwards, and you're 10 feet behind.
Tough.
Like,
Oh,
but you know, now I guess I have to learn to start taking pictures for Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of learning like.
So it's not your photography, you're a director of photography. You have
If I
to
could
Yeah,
add-
it's like a completely different
Set the-
composition and this and that.
set the shot early, you know?
Yeah, and sorry if I'm boring anybody who's watching. With
Nah,
that.
man.
Well, I had a
You
question.
know what? We're a
definitely
big
not
IG
boring
crew,
me.
man.
I had a question about that too. I mean, just even in the photographs and your settings and stuff. Are you building your own dioramas or your set?
I have a diorama guy. So,
that
yeah,
Wow.
I have one guy. His name's Matt. Very talented. He's been doing my dioramas for me and stuff like that. There's actually some work that I have to do for a company, and it's cool to like bring others into what I do for companies. They're working on a comic, and we're involving some of my shots with them. So I'm having him make a diorama that matches their comic, and we're going to do additional panels using the toys involved.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, oh yeah, it's going to be
Especially-
good.
Your one for the DX9 carry, all those rocks and stuff. That was awesome.
Yeah, and he built that.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely,
cool.
he is phenomenal. So really glad to have met him. And you know, when it comes to somebody doing custom work for you, it's hard because it's like you'll see their pictures, and you hear so much about people taking like pictures that make their paint jobs look so much better, and then when people get them in hand, it's like the shit's chipping and blah blah blah. But I knew exactly what I wanted. He was able to take what I asked him to do first time without like much direction or anything like that and make it happen. Like, he's just really talented and has a lot of insight too. So
Very cool.
yeah, his name's Matt Morlock. There we go. If anybody wants to look him up on
Shout
like
out to
Facebook or
Matt
anything
Morlock.
like that. Yeah,
think
there we
he's
go.
on
I was like,
Instagram.
why didn't I
I
say
think
his
he's
last
there.
freaking name?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. So really talented guy.
He's on the
Great dude.
ACBA too, I think, Dan.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think that's where I've seen that name.
So, yeah, but awesome guy if you guys talk to him, and really nice too. So it's weird because you see a lot of people who are super talented, but they know they're super talented. They're pricks. Awesome guy. I hope
Nice.
he stays like that. So I enjoy working with him.
That's like
Yeah.
J. Roos, you know.
Oh,
J. Roos
yeah.
the same way.
I thought you were describing me for a second.
That's
Fucking
awesome.
I've
douche
been called
bag.
worse. Don't worry.
Well, TJ, thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah, no problem. Sorry if I went on too long.
No, you're
Nah,
good.
not at all, man. That is exactly
It's,
why you're here, man.
Show, right? It did say Kuma style on here, so it's all about you, buddy.
You know.
We glad to have you on, and obviously we want your input on all our topics we have tonight.
I'm in it.
So next we have our what did Dan see this week segment. Dan's a little bit of a movie buff by choice or not, I suppose. Dan, tell us about movies you saw this week. What'd you think?
I saw The Man from U.N.C.L.E., which was Guy Ritchie's newest film, and I'm a big fan of Guy Ritchie, so of course I had to go see this one.
How many pot scenes were there?
What?
How many marijuana scenes were there?
So, oh yeah, you got to describe pot to him because
I know. What?
You know,
No,
living in
that's
the
a weird
What's
question.
pot?
Pacific Northwest, they don't know anything
Are we
about
boiling
marijuana.
something right now?
It's a Guy Ritchie film, so
Oh, he only had pot in one of his movies, so I don't know what you're talking about. But it's a decent
What?
film.
Did you
not
watch
one
the
of
same
his
movies
best.
I seen?
Yeah, because Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, that had pot in it, but I don't.
And
Nothing else had him.
oh no.
No, just that one
Okay.
that I can think of. Yeah.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
So what else did you see, Daniel?
I saw Straight Outta Compton last night. That's a really good movie. Just
Yeah.
a lot of good stuff in it. It wasn't overly. I said this earlier. I can't remember. It's good. Just go see it. It's a good movie.
So they'll probably use that tagline in the new trailer. It's good. Go see it.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
good.
It's
I-
like walking
you know
around
what?
your neighborhood, right?
I had something earlier, but fuck it, forget it. It's just good. It's a good movie.
It's good. So,
No,
so
I
moving
said
on
something
from that,
else.
guys. So Disney
You better go
announced,
see that movie, fool. You better
Yeah,
go see it.
Exactly.
so Disney owns the world now, and they've announced that there will be Star Wars theme parks at Disney World and Disneyland. What do you guys think?
It's gonna be, man. It's gonna be awesome. I mean, you've been to. Well, I hope you guys have all been to a Disneyland or Disney World, and they go all out with all of their
Oh yeah,
stuff.
I'm
I
excited.
think it's gonna be.
Not since
think
I
it's
was 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do a good job.
And honestly, I'm just waiting for them to rename Anaheim Disney because that's where it's going. I mean, Disney.
They're taking over. They probably have a whole county worth of theme park, right?
Yeah. 'Cause, I mean, they bought up that one
mean-
place and they're adding on to Disney World because I also read that they're doing an Avatar land or something stupid like that at one of their worlds. So
I don't know if you guys have ever been to Disney World, but it being right, an hour from my house, it literally is endless. Just the land they haven't used is.
Yeah, it's
I was waiting for
ridiculous.
you to say it's literally the happiest place on earth. I was
No,
just
it's-
waiting for you to say that.
Unless you've gone there with kids, then it's the worst place you've ever been
Yeah,
to.
that is very true. That is very true. There's a leaked Civil War trailer today that may or may not be real. Anybody have an opportunity to see that yet?
I
have
have
not.
not seen it.
I saw it a little bit
I
earlier.
clicked it.
It could be. I mean, it could be a real trailer. There was a couple of scenes in there that were like new something or others that I've never seen before. Like they showed an iron spider jumping from something, but it's really hard to tell because it's really fuzzy.
Yeah.
It
So is
wasn't a theater though. It was like somebody recording from a phone
Yeah.
at a
So it's from the Disney's
as
big
much
convention
as much
thing.
as I wish that it was real, I don't think it is.
Dan, did you say it's from Disney's convention or
Yeah,
whatever?
it's something called DC23. It's like the same thing that they announced all
Yeah,
of
it's
the,
like- it's-
the,
yeah,
the
it's like the
upcoming
Disney
movies for the
Expo.
next 20 years. Yeah, where they
Wow.
show off every.
Well,
20
you know
is
what?
what
The
it's
one
called.
thing I would say that it would be on like 65 or 6,000 different channels, but it's not.
Yeah.
So that's
Pretty low key.
that's the flag right there.
Yeah.
And that's the thing it's hard to tell because you see some of these trailers that are on YouTube for movies and they're good.
It's like
Some of the
everybody
people
that
just
saw
make.
that ending credit scene with Spider-Man,
Yeah.
and that shit was fucking incredible, man.
Missed the spot.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, and
Well,
then,
I have no idea what you're talking about, so.
Well, there's this guy.
He's
He's cleaning a window or whatever.
And you don't have to
cleans this
describe
one
it to me.
part,
I'm
and then you see
bitching about the
Spider-Man on the
spoiler.
wall.
Boy, you were up to, Stan.
just
Stop
get it.
talking
Just
over
fucking
him.
Get it. Stop talking over me.
Oh man.
That's
You
it.
guys.
It's done.
You guys kill me. Let's get into some Transformer news. Generation Toy announced that they're making changes based on some fan feedback. They pushed their first 2 releases back to, they just say September. It was supposed to be the end of this month, so they're pushing them back. Let's just say a month. What do you guys think? You think that's cool that these companies do that, or would you rather them just commit to what they're doing and come on out with it?
I think
I
if they're making changes based on people's reactions, then it's cool. But it seems to me that I looked at a lot of those photos, and the only thing that looked different was the Devastator head. So maybe it's sometimes like, oh, well, let's buy us a few months by just telling people we're working on these things.
You
don't
know,
know
I
if that's
like
the
I
case.
like that a third party company is listening to fans. You know what? Who was it? It was Mr. Daka Toys, right? His original prototype was terrible, and he went through all the forums and it improved the actual aesthetic of Jetfire, and he looked really good. Kronos looks really good, looks really Jetfire-ish. It was just the execution.
Looks.
Exactly.
Looks.
That's why I said looks really good. But that's an example of when you listen to the fans, you come out with a superior product that people want. GT is doing pretty good by doing that, if that's what they're actually doing, you know?
Well, what about in the case when it, as a fan, it kind of backfires on you? Let's look at Carrie. You know, my favorite third-party figure over the last 6 months. What do we got there? That kind of almost fell off the radar a little bit.
It's
based
I
on
was
them
talking
redoing.
to I was talking to Hanny today, and I said, "Yo, what's up with Carrie?" He's like, "End of this month." So I guess all the changes that were made with the chest decals or whatever it was, just definitely no molding differences. It's just paint and little shit like that they're changing. It's gonna come out the end of the month.
TJ, you reviewed Carrie. When you do that, do you get any indication of when it may drop, or is it just like, hey, we're gonna...
You know, it's weird. I guess I could because I speak to companies direct, but I don't ask. I normally just shoot kind of whatever. So no, a lot of that inside information and stuff like that, I normally don't care to ask. Yeah. So,
Right.
I'm coming through, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's just when I remember to ask further and stuff like that. With, like, Kiri, for example, I don't collect masterpieces, so I had no interest in it. You know what I mean? I kind of just shot it and
Gotcha.
moved on. Yeah.
I
You know,
wouldn't
that
be
is so-
interested in Carrie either.
That is so odd to hear somebody say those words.
Yeah.
I don't collect masterpieces.
Yeah, I'm weird. I am very
It's
weird.
just- no, it's not that it's weird. It's just, you know, you hear people say, I don't collect Chug. I don't collect this on this. But it's just almost everybody has some sort of masterpiece. We've got a lot, guys, of duplicate characters coming out. The Galvatron wars have begun.
The Galvatron Wars.
Begun.
Galvatron Begun.
So we have several of those this week, actually. We have the Galvatron, the DX9, and X-Trans spots. We have Mach-A Toys had released a Inferno prototype, and now X-Trans bots apparently had a meeting and said, fuck it, let's release everything. Because they came out with those as well. We obviously have, you know, Fans Toys Hound versus Mach-A Toys Hound. And then, you know, guess what? Bold Form said, hey, you know what? Why don't we make another Megatron?
No.
That's
It
a triple
wasn't.
changer. That's a triple changer.
It was
A triple changer.
It wasn't. Why don't we make another one? Why don't we just take this fucking project that we were doing 2 years ago and finally get it done?
So
That was.
So let's go through these kind of individually, and then we kind of have a wrap-up question here. So Galvatron, we got the DX9 X-Trans bots, and let's be honest, that was... We kind of all knew that the X-Trans bots one was coming based on what they're releasing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And then
Yes.
DX9 just came out of nowhere with it, but... I mean, literally, it was hours. It was hours between those reveals.
Well, you know what? Once I saw DX9 drop those proto pics, I was like, and you could look on Instagram. I'm like, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, within at least 6 to 12 hours, we are gonna get either a sketch, a description, or announcement, or a render from X-Trans bots.
Yeah.
And then there it was.
And I think they have the better chance. I mean, they've already shown their Scourge and their Cyclonus, so it seems
yeah.
like
It's
people
a
are gonna want those
no-brainer.
aesthetics to look the
If
same.
you're gonna buy those and you want something that's gonna stay the same aesthetic,
Right.
it's gonna stay, the company gets a bad rap, but it's getting better as it goes. So we don't know because we haven't seen their Scourge. We don't have Cyclonus in our hand. So how can we say, oh, that Galvatron's gonna be crap?
Well, you know, you'll have plenty of time because you know that's far out for them. You know, comparatively.
Yeah, with the two figures they got in process right now.
Well, plus they've also got.
I think they're gonna start grinding it, man. They're gonna start saying, we got to get this shit out quicker.
Yeah, that's
You know, they've also got their Beachcomber.
Yep.
Also
That's
got
Three figures.
X-Transbot scares me as a company. because it's a total crapshoot every time.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah,
so
no,
it's
no,
like,
no, you're absolutely right, bro. You're absolutely right, man.
And I
well, at
guess
least
like for
DX9
me,
has kind of proven themselves. Other than and I'm sure we'll get into this. Other than, in my opinion, their Galvatron being way too big, they've at least proved themselves that they can make a figure that can hold up. I'm not saying they're great.
Well,
Or
Wait,
just-
wait,
I'm
wait,
gonna-
wait, wait,
Oh,
wait,
go ahead.
wait.
Dan's
Jisk, are
talking?
you saying that X-Transbots is crap?
No, I'm not saying X-Transbots
Okay,
is
'cause
crap.
I heard something about a crapshoot, whereas last week some guy was talking about getting the Apollyon as their first third-party figure.
And,
so I just
but
wanted to
why
clear
did I
that up.
recommend that as your first figure? Because if you were going to be a Transformers collector, in my opinion, if I was just get rid of every figure that I had and could only keep one or two, it would be Optimus and Megatron.
Okay,
There
sorry,
you go.
I didn't mean to go
That's
on that
fair.
little tangent. I just heard
Positive
wait
and
a
negative.
second.
There you go. There you go. So
All right,
Well-
sorry, bring it back.
Well, like I would say, it's like DX9, and you have DX9 is
invisible.
invisible, and then you have the unique
Sugar.
toys. You have unique toys in DX9, and then on the other hand, you got X-Transbot and KFC.
Yeah.
Same companies, just different branches or whatever the fuck you have. It's the same shit, back and forth.
I guess on my end, I just feel like they've been doing it so long that it's weird seeing these like rookie mistakes in figures. I don't understand why it's still a crapshoot when they've been doing this like 6-7 years or something like that. I mean,
Well,
they've
and the
been
technology, right? You know,
exactly.
ball joints have been around since Beast Wars, right?
Yeah.
So why can't we make a ball joint that's tight enough to hold a cannon?
Right.
Yeah.
They did.
Absolutely.
That's their second try.
Yeah. Exactly. They did it. Mailed it to you.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Nailed it.
I love Apollyon, but you know, this technology's been around
Absolutely.
for was it 25? What Beast Wars is 25 years old? 20 years old?
That's
So,
crazy.
Yeah, it's
Old.
like 20 years. Yeah, next year's like its 20th
Yeah.
anniversary, I think.
So
I will say that it's good though, at least like just talking, 'cause I know we had mentioned with all these companies coming out, but that's the good thing, at least as a collector. If these companies need to know that if your product's not right, there's somebody else literally right behind you.
Yep.
It just has to be a little bit better. They don't have to be the greatest thing, just a little bit better than what you have.
And most of the time, it's the same guy that you hired for the last job. You know what I mean? You hired this guy for the last job to design a figure. Well, guess what? He's over here now.
True
So,
that.
you know. So you got that rivalry going on. You know.
And that really is how it works because so many designers contract between companies and
Yep.
stuff like that.
Yep. There's even
It's a small
fucking
world.
Takara guys that are doing work for third party.
Mhm.
I ain't
So
gonna
awesome.
name names, but
It's freaking crazy. But you know, one thing I like that X-Transbots already has Scourge, Cyclonus, Galvatron planned, but it's hard, dog.
he said he did.
He's
he
like
did
2 feet away from me. I'm like, why are you doing this?
You did a Jedi mind trick. You said dog.
We're here with each other. But with DX9, one thing about what Chigger, is that how you say?
Sure, that works. That works.
That one and Carrie, both of their transformations are so intuitive,
Yes.
so natural feeling. I think that they have the best engineering, just going from one mode to another without having to parts form and this and that, and making it feel natural that I've ever seen from any third-party company. They are incredible, and that's what attracts me to their toys, even if something's better aesthetically. I like being able to play with something and transform it back and forth, especially at masterpiece scale, at a whim. Instead of, man, I've done this 20 times, but let me bust out the instructions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Because I
Yep.
really have to.
You
You know
know-
what I mean?
I felt the same way when I got Chigga. It's like it came in train, and you have to go to shuttle to get it to robot. So once I went from one to the other, and I was on the fence on that figure, but once I did that, the flaws that I felt were there in robot mode kind of just diminished because it was such a good ride going from one to the other, and I really respect.
isn't that what she said?
Nice.
Jay? What's that? What happened over there? What's going on?
Hold on, I gotta talk into my mic.
Closer. Closer. No, but what I'm saying is, it's like once I went through the motions on that figure, it made me really say that this is really a good. It was really a
Yeah.
good fucking figure, man.
Absolutely.
And you know, and I'm probably gonna get like a lot of shit for this, but that's what I love about C-Dub's Devastator. You know, I knew it.
He just starts laughing. That's awesome.
I'm able to go through all their modes so quickly and get from Devastator to robot mode, individual robot modes so
because
quickly.
it's a children's toy.
It's because it has less joints.
It's a children's toy.
It's awesome. I hate you all.
But I'll tell you this,
I've got some Duplos at the house.
as a
if you wanna come
photographer,
build.
and you'll get this, J. Roos.
Yep.
As a photographer, you want to be able to go from one thing to another because you've got these shots in mind and stuff like that. Instead of, all right, I got to take a break now. I got to go in another room, transform this. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. Find the instructions, this and that. You just want to shoot and shoot and shoot and knock it out while you're still fresh. You know what I mean? You're creative, blah, blah, blah. There have been
You don't want to
times
stop to watch a 30-minute YouTube video to figure out how to
Exactly. There have been times, and that's why I hate reviewing Transformers. Not hate, I don't want to come off wrong.
Oh
But
boy, the fans are
there are
coming after
times,
you.
literally, where a video review for Transformers has taken me 3 days because I don't want to be bothered with the transformation. Like, I'll just put it down and be like, fuck it. And then I'll go do other stuff and, like, live life and then still see it, like, on the diorama or something like that. Like, I gotta do that.
Yeah.
Let me go get the instructions. To where, like, with a Chigger or, like, a Carrie and stuff like that, those are a treat because, like, I could just sit there and be like, all right, now let's get into bot mode. Let's transform it back. I want to show, you know what I mean? Because they're natural feeling, and even if they're not the shortest, you know, you don't feel like you're fumbling and this and that, you know?
And that's where I feel that Spark Toys Optimus wins. It's like a
Oh, yeah.
quick transformation, you know?
And, you know, if I, like, think about how fast I did it on video. When you're doing it in hand, it's literally just,
Yeah.
like, it's crazy. Like, you're just, and there it is.
Yeah.
And it's cool
When we-
because it doesn't look like it's as simple as it is.
When we saw that at NJCC, it was really fucking nice.
Oh, yeah, you
man.
guys saw it in hand. What'd you guys think of it?
Yeah, it was great, man.
It was awesome.
It was beefy. It was big, detailed, no kibble. The back was good. The sides were good.
Yeah.
It was really. I was really impressed. Am I looking to get a War Within figure right now? No. Years ago, maybe, but right now, no. But I'm thinking about it just to have it because it really looked that good.
Oh, most definitely. And, you know, like you said, kind of if you want to figure Optimus Prime, Megatron, even if you don't get every War Within figure they do, Optimus Prime and Megatron.
Yep,
Boom.
get the 1 and 2.
Yeah.
You get the A and B. You know, it's there.
Yeah.
Well,
Absolutely.
I think I'm starting an Optimus Prime shelf because it's starting with Leonidas or whatever his name is coming
I
this
can't
week.
wait. I cannot
He's
wait
gonna
for
be
that thing.
so. I can't wait for him. So
I
he's
cannot
gonna be
wait for that
Leonidas
thing.
is glorious.
gonna be the start of my other universe Optimus Prime shelf. 'Cause
Dude,
then-
you know what we need to do, J. Roos? We need to just go back and forth, like pictures of that thing.
yeah, definitely.
Like, seriously.
Poses,
I,
all different poses.
It's Leonidas
oh,
battle.
yeah.
Get
Yeah,
a
I'm
battle
down with
going
that.
on, like a
Hell yeah.
breakdancing battle.
Absolutely.
I got this. And then TJ comes in. I got this.
That's
Figures
awesome.
with swords. I love posing figures with swords.
Oh, you
Oh,
love
yeah.
the swords.
Wait, what? I like the sheath.
You like the figures with swords.
I like the
That's all I
sheath,
said.
not the sword.
That's all I said, bro.
Okay. Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted, son.
All right. So we veered way off topic.
Yeah. We gotta
Oh,
come
round-
back.
we're
Hold
talking-
on.
how
Bring
about
it.
a round robin?
Bring it back. Bring it back.
How
Bring
about a
it
round
back.
robin of which one would you get out of these figures? You want to do that, Chris?
Yeah, so DX9 or X Transbots on Galvatron. Who do you like, Daniel?
Well, I'm not picking any of these up, but if I were to, I'd probably go X Transbots because he's going to fit with the same aesthetic that you have with their Cyclonus and Scourge. That'd
What
be the route
about-
I would go.
What about What about on the? Did you get a chance to look at the Inferno and the different ones on the Inferno? You got Make toys and X Transbots on those.
I don't know. What are you laughing at?
Chris was just like.
Let's throw a word out there. Make toys.
All right, Jisk, what do you think? What do you like? out of
For
those?
the Galvatron, I'll probably go X Transbots only because I think it's too tall, the DX9. And then I haven't seen the X Transbots Inferno actually, but
Yeah, it's really not even fair because it wasn't even a whole body shot they put out. It was just like a little teaser.
Yeah, it's a
It was
render,
like
man.
chest
It's
up,
a
I
little.
think.
It's a little
While we're at it,
profile render.
well, Jay, what do you think on the Galvies?
You're
Who
not
wins
even
the
letting me
Galvy
finish.
Wars?
You're just gonna cut me off.
Oh, well, never mind.
Oh,
Sorry.
snap!
I was
you
just
might
gonna
need to
say
get a
I would
bird out of
still
your
go
beard.
for the Make Toys. Inferno looked good to me. That was it.
Well,
I know
thank
I'm
you.
new, and my opinion probably doesn't really matter as much.
That's right. That's right.
Oh,
Sorry, I heard
you know what? You know what? When you show up for the next show with the less beard,
Then the
cut
shorter
your
my
beard a
beard,
little
the
bit.
more my opinion matters.
Maybe
right.
we'll take
Your
Dude,
alligator
I'm gonna-
trimmers.
you,
Sitting
you,
here.
you Amish motherfuckers.
Amish.
Amish. Yeah.
Where did they send their complaints to again?
Yeah, what's that email address?
It's jruse at realmcollectorsgmail.com.
It's
No, that was
jruse
close.
at dansthirddrawer.com.
That makes
Yes,
perfect.
third
All right,
drawer.
so Jisk, are you done?
Yeah, that's it. I'm done.
Do we have your permission to proceed?
May we move on?
I'm good. I'm ready to hear what Jay's got to say.
Okay. All right. Galvatron. Really have no interest in getting a Galvatron masterpiece scale.
What?
Big surprise, right?
You heathen!
I told you, season 1 and 2. I want to finish season 1 and 2. Fuck season 3.
The
You know what's gonna
fucking
happen?
movie.
You're gonna finish them.
The movie, bro.
Yeah.
The movie, you motherfucker.
The movie
That's
is
awesome.
I'm gonna put a fucking boot on your neck, man. Jesus, bro.
God.
Season
Just
3.
make sure I stop moving.
Yeah, you got Sharkticons though.
I do got Sharkticons.
Where do they come from?
Chug's Sharkticons. That's where I collect everything.
Where they come from?
You know,
The movie.
around.
Around.
Around, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I think I saw them in season 2, the episode where Sea Spray jumped in the fucking.
So okay,
Yeah, alright.
Inferno and Grapple. I think I'm gonna go with Make Toys on this. And
Make toys.
it's Make Toys. The word is Make.
Make.
M-A-K-E.
It's
It's
Um,
actually make a toy.
Make Toys. Yeah, we make
Yeah, it's make a
toys.
toy.
So I think I really like their aesthetic. And one of the other figures that we haven't talked about yet is Hound. So
Hey, we were going to get to that, but go
oh,
ahead.
okay. So we'll save that one. But yeah,
Alright.
Make Toys, definitely.
Okay, Jisk, is it okay to go on from J-Ruse?
Yeah, I'm satisfied with those answers.
All right, TJ, I know you don't collect Masterpiece, but have you had a chance to look at the different Galvatrons?
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're all.
And his audio.
Oh,
went
we
out.
lost him.
Your sound went out.
Oh, I was on mute. Alright. I said they're all over my Facebook, so it's not like
Yes.
I have a choice but to see.
True.
What do you think about
Between the two, I think aesthetically, X Transbots, that render looks awesome.
Yes.
But toy-wise, I trust DX9, so that'll be my choice for sure if I were to get one. I am going to collect all of the Make Toys Masterpiece stuff just because. Reason being, they look like grown-up classics rather than trying to fit in with the hashtag Masterpiece aesthetic.
Yes.
They're aesthetically
true.
their own thing, so I feel comfortable collecting those by themselves, where like a Fans Toys, if I were to get, what the hell is their Swerve called? Or Swoop.
Oh,
Soar.
That was a really
Soar.
okay. That was a really popular one, but I'd be more inclined to start getting like the hashtag ones and stuff like that because they fit in with those so well. Where Make Toys, I feel like, if I just get the reflectors, if I just get Inferno, they look different enough to where I don't feel like I'm missing out. not having like a complete hashtag whatever. So, yeah, they're kind of their own thing. They're like classics for grown-ups. I know we're going to get into the Hound, but the Hound especially. Like, Classics Hound is one of my favorite classics, period. I think it's great. I think it's timeless.
Yes.
And that one literally looks like that one on steroids. So I can't wait.
All right, Dust.
Well, we
asked if it was okay.
I'm sorry. I thought we had moved on past that.
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Fucking amateurs. I haven't seen much from X-Transbot other than that render, so I'm gonna wait.
I think that's all there is a render.
Yeah, well, we got it. And I knew they were gonna come out with that because I was like, wow. I knew they had it in the pocket, man. And once that came out from DX9, I was like, I think I even talked to Matt in one of the kick chats, Asian Kid Matt. I'm like, yo, wait a couple of hours, you're gonna see something. And then they dropped the render.
Yeah, because DX9 drops that picture and like
They have to.
they're like, oh, don't forget about us, you know.
Yeah, they're like, you know what? Fuck this guy. We're coming back, and that's what I like about it is the competition now, because now you can understand that there's different companies. Everybody says third-party companies are all the same. No, it's not that. There might be the same groups from here to here, but now you could see where like, all right, these fuckers dropped this. All right, now we're dropping that. You know, they dropped the render. We're still in the game. Let's gonna show. But if I'm gonna go with Scores Cyclonus from X-Transbots, I definitely will probably most likely lean towards their version until I see more. I like the DX9. I like what it looks like, but it looks a little bit more of like a barrel with legs. It's a barrel with legs. There's something off, you know. And then like Mania King, they could have just stretched it, you know, added a little bit here and there, and they would have had a hit, in my opinion.
Okay, so just can I take my turn now?
Yeah.
All right.
Should I ask him? Hey, Jisk, can Chris go with it?
You know what? I think we're gonna skip over Chris.
Okay.
Nice.
Good choice.
Fine.
Good choice. Good choice.
But you know, I don't buy Decepticons anyway, so I have no opinion on Galvatron. I don't really give a shit. And honestly, I'll wait on the reviews on Inferno and Grapple. I'm excited that anybody's making it. To be honest, I think that's I mean, honestly, that's a two for one. You know, that's definitely
it's definitely a very odd figure to go after.
Yeah,
that's a double banger right there, you know.
Yep.
Do you guys find it weird that they're doing stuff like that versus doing like an RC or a Cup masterpiece?
Yeah, you know, but then again, it's the point that one guy had the idea, and then a couple other people just jumped on it, and the companies are going with it because somebody had the idea.
The other thing you got to think about:
girls and then one cup.
Wow, that's.
Got him.
Hey, picture, somebody make it. Chromia RC Cup, make it. Come on, go. Well, you got to think from a mold cost standpoint, Inferno and Grapple they're going to get their money out of it twice.
Right. Even more. They could go G2 and.
Yeah, I mean you could color it 38 times, so there's that. So let's talk a little bit. We talked about this last week. Hound, Maki Toys Hound versus Fan Toys Hound. So we brought this up.
Make toys.
I know. I just say it to be silly. The Make Toys ends up looking more like a toy style, and Fans Toys is a tune style, right? So you get everything all nice, neat, tucked in and streamlined, and on the Make Toys you kind of got all your meat hanging out, so to speak.
Yep. The flips and flaps on the feet.
So it's kind of like you got the circumcised and the uncircumcised. Put that in your next promo video and smoke it there, Dan.
Yo, Chris, you were building up for that.
I was. Oh, that's what she said. That's what she said, and it gave me a headache. So we talked last week about this. What's more important, the aesthetic or the transformation in engineering? What do you guys think on the Hound? We've seen so many pictures here, and we've talked a lot about this. I'm on the fence so bad. I mean, almost to the point this may be one I get both of. What do you guys?
Before you continue, I want to preface this. We went into a deep conversation almost an argument about this in our personal chat over the
But
week.
it well, it
through the
wasn't
week.
an argument. It was me and you trying to talk each other out of buying the Make Toys version because we're such toys fans. But it's hard not to like it, right? It's just so hard
Exactly.
not to like it.
So we talked about the aesthetics, right? And we're like fans toys all the way, right? Everything fans toys, anything that fans toys is gonna put out, we're gonna buy. Until I saw this Make Toys Hound.
Oh man.
And yeah, here it goes. This Make Toys Hound actually looks better to me than the Fans Toys Hound. And it was for something that Chris and I agreed on.
Oh, you're bringing
And
it up.
that you guys pointed out was a flaw we actually thought was the benefit to it versus the Fans Toys. So the feet. The Fans Toys feet actually look like feet, where the Make Toys feet look like the car parts as feet, and I think that's what I like best about the Make Toys version. You agree, Chris?
You know, yes and no. I'm gonna be
Okay.
honest. I really, well, no,
Blaze.
I don't know. I'm so back and forth on this. It's like I'm torn. This is the first one I've really been torn with. I don't know exactly which one I want, and this kind of leads into our next point a little bit of, you know, when third party first started, being prevalent. Jay, and you led this conversation. If it came out third party, oh shit, I gotta get that. I gotta get that. I gotta get that. And now we get all these options. It's almost to a point where it's overwhelming. TJ, you said that a minute ago. There's just so much stuff coming out. It's impossible to keep up. It's absolutely impossible. Do you think that Transformers fans, we're all a bunch of bitches. We all complain about everything. But do you think that there will be a point in the future where we won't get all this, that somebody will have to back off, and some of these companies will go away just because we can't buy it all. Well, not all of us can buy it all. Jay Roos can buy it all.
I can't buy it all.
What do you guys think?
Baller.
Bueller?
I have no opinion.
Oh shoot! I had no sound. Sorry, I muted myself, guys, just in case my dog started barking. But yeah, I'll say it. I think they're going to cannibalize each other eventually. There's not enough money in such a niche area of the collector base to go around. And if you guys have noticed,
Transformers community is huge.
But the third-party Transformers community,
Yeah, exactly.
like, I don't think it's that big. In the grand scheme of things, like near that retail hashtag level, and then
No.
as companies go up in price and stuff like that,
Hmm.
and then you're starting to go into the Masterpiece line where Hasbro, Takara already have such a big chunk and big dedicated market. I think they're going to start phasing each other out. It was different back when it was like $50, $60, like Deluxe and Voyager classics here and there, but now we're moving into the $150, $200. Yeah, man.
$169.99. Go
That
fuck
shit
yourself.
isn't going to keep up with 10 different companies doing the same figure. There's no way in the hell.
I agree with you. It's just there's too much stuff out there nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, how many different Dinobots, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
but
the
you know what?
biggest
There's
example
five-
of this.
There's 5-6 Dinobots. Which one is the best one?
You know which one?
We know. We
Hey,
know.
hey,
Us
listen.
collectors, we know.
So
Well, look,
instead of
we-
one company making one set of Dinobots where they'll just take everybody's money, now you have 6 different companies. Now they're splitting all that money that could have been one company's. You
Yeah,
know
but
what I
you know
mean?
what?
So now,
You
how are
have
they
your-
making enough money to survive?
You have your
Right.
G1. You can have your Fall of Cybertron shit. You could have your Chug style. You could have it. There's
The
everything
mini bots
there.
too, or the
Yeah,
legends.
everything-
Yeah, there's
there, man.
small stuff.
If
So
you're
let's
if you're a Transformer collector, right now is the fucking time, and you
Yep.
could fucking have choices, man.
So let's talk about that for a minute as far as choices go. I mean, how long has Fans Toys been making these Dinobots now? 2 years? We're in our second whole year, right?
Second year, yeah.
Okay, so Giga Power, actually, I'm gonna be honest, I thought all we would get was that one. They showed a prototype of their slag.
Well,
Is
because it was done already. That's why.
Do you think it's too late? I mean, people that are collecting Masterpiece Are people out there selling off their Scorias because this is coming out?
Yeah, they are, but
I don't
they're going to
know.
be stupid.
I see mine, and I see that I'm one away from a complete Dinobot set.
Yeah.
Yep.
So why
Yep.
would I trade up at this point?
You know,
That's my mindset.
the company has problems. There's rumors of the designer team bounced out. They don't have the money to continue. A lot of third-party companies do a figure, and the money they make can make the next figure. You know, and business-wise, if fourth figure in, you can't do 6 after that, then there's something wrong. You know, there's something bad in the company. So they're gonna belly up, man. I just don't think they're gonna see it through. That's just me.
Yeah, I mean they fund their next figure with their current figure, and
Yep.
that's why. And I think that's why a lot of companies do these combiners, because they'll fund their next figure with the previous
They're
figure.
banking on that.
Yep. So it's tough. It's tough when a figure flops. Like, so what if Fans Toys was successful with their Slag, but then their Soar flopped? We would never see.
Yeah, but
Sever,
it would never
right?
happen because it's fans' toys.
But that's the thing. They were successful, and that's why they're putting out these shockwaves again, these quake waves again, because that's just money in the bank, so they can keep going.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised they didn't do it sooner. You know, if they would have dropped a re-release sooner, you could have banked them to go further.
It's the same thing with Mastermind Creations. That's why they put
Yeah.
out their 6-shot again. You know, they needed more funding for their new figures, so they put out another repaint of 6-shot.
So as we say, sell to survive, it's the same on their
Repaint
sense,
to
you
keep
know.
It's the other way around. Let's survive. Yeah.
Yep.
So-
Retool to survive, you know.
So we were talking about, is it too late? People selling things off. So who's going to be selling their Apollyon to buy the Bold Forms Megatron Triple Changer?
Oh, right here.
Line up.
son.
I'm going to be buying Apollons for $50 cash at TFCon. I know. People are just going to be piling them in front of me. No.
I can't wait for that shit, bro. That shit
What's
looks
the third
legit.
mode?
I think that is. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I mean, you're talking about your last figure funded. What was their last thing? That Lone Wolf.
Yeah, and that's
Um,
supposed to be a complete set at some point, and never.
Originally, yeah, they designed it to be a full Stunticon set. They had protos.
And then Combiner Wars
for,
came out, and they said, "Oh, we're gonna add these little boards so you can put the Hasbro figures onto
Yeah.
it."
I'm gonna be honest. I saw that. I don't remember who had it. Someone had it online, and it looks really good. But and was it $80, $60? I don't know how much is that.
Nah, it's like
I think
I think it's about
100
100. It's in the 100 area.
So you
Yeah.
tack that into what you've already paid for Combiner Wars, and you could get a pretty decent, close to a pretty decent third party.
Chris, I agree.
You probably pick up the Fans
As-
Project Minosaur.
As a
for that.
Minosaur,
Yeah.
like, the initial middle of Minosaur, it looks really fucking good. It really does. But the other, no way.
I heard getting it from point A to point B though is a total disaster.
If I had to have a new center for a Minosaur, I think that would be it. But that's all it would ever be. It would never be in any of the other modes. 'Cause
Yeah,
they look like ass to me.
exactly.
They look completely like ass.
that's what you're saying. It's like we can make the Hasbro things look good if we give them this, you know. And
Well, it's
we
like
all
the-
know, we all know
the
how good the
Devastator
Hasbro Minosaur is.
Yeah, I would say for how bad that Minosaur was, that wasn't a bad angle to go to.
Yeah, but is it $100 angle?
I mean, not if you're just collecting. I think if you're a third-party collector, maybe. But if you're only collecting Hasbro's, no.
If you're a third-party collector, you already have Fans Project Diesel,
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
which is superior to the
Are
combined.
you guys talking about the bold forms?
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right, cool.
you know. So maybe you missed out on the Fans Project. So this would be, if you're a third-party collector, then this would be a good option.
So let's take that philosophy we were talking about earlier about your last figure funds your next figure. What the hell's funding the Bold Forms Megatron?
Their bank accounts, maybe a mortgage or two.
Faith.
Wishes.
Wishes.
Little wish.
He's like money.
Faith and wishes.
Faith and Wishes. That would be a great third-party company. Faith and Wishes.
Yes, faith and wishes. We could go after everything else that nobody's doing.
The touch and the power.
Oh wow. The touch and the power.
Dan. Dan's
Touch and the
touching.
power.
What's
Jay,
the third mode for that Megatron? Sorry,
It's a tank, of course.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I saw the photos. It didn't even.
He
Well,
goes,
I
he
read
goes
that
from, he
somewhere.
goes from robot to gun to tank. Hey.
G1 to G2.
Well, what you don't realize is it turns into a gun, and then there's another piece that you just slap on to, and it's actually just the top of the tank. I'm just kidding. I have no idea. It's really dumb looking to me, and it's a Decepticon, so I don't give a shit anyway. So
Fuck you, Autobum.
well, you know.
Everybody's gonna bring their Quake Wave to TFCon, and then Chris is gonna be like, "All right, I have to have it."
No, not gonna
That's
happen.
gonna start.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Putting that shit in a bag? No way.
So
I'm
right.
gonna put it into his bed before he lays in it. It's gonna be a little Quake Wave laying there right next to him,
You just
cigarette
gotta
hanging out of his mouth. You know.
You're gonna light up his eye. It's gonna be looking.
He's gonna have a cigarette hanging. He's like, "Hey, Chris, welcome to the party."
I'm gonna fart. I'm gonna fart on your Quake Wave.
Buy the figure.
guy.
So Jay, you brought this up. I don't remember exactly how you said it, but the note I put is stupid things people are starting to think due to movie aesthetics.
Oh God. So last night my girlfriend asked me, "Can we watch Age of Extinction?" I was like, why?
She asked you to watch it.
Whoa. Your girlfriend asked you to watch a Transformer movie?
Yeah. So most guys would have got an instant boner over that, right?
No. Age of Extinction. Wow.
Yeah. I went negative. It turned into a vagina. So I was like,
He's
Right, sure.
inverted, son.
Full Caitlyn. Full
man.
Caitlyn.
so she says to me, "I don't understand why you like your Generation 1 Transformers. They got human faces compared to these
What?
guys. These guys look like actual robots." I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
No, their faces look like vaginas.
So I started looking at it. She started bringing up pictures of G1 cartoon cells. And I'm like, wait a second, these guys do have like human-like faces.
They really do.
They do. So I started agreeing with her, but I totally do not like the movie aesthetic. But this is what our topic is. This generation, or I would say if you're like 20 years old or 25 years old, and you don't know anything about G1 and you're seeing these movies, you're actually thinking that these are Transformers and these are cool to you.
Truth.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I was having a conversation with somebody today, and they were talking about. I'm close to 40, and this person I was talking to is around my same age, and he was talking about how he was interacting with some people that are in their 20s and talking about the death of Optimus Prime. Well, he didn't die. What are you talking about? Like, yeah, he did die. Well, which movie did he die in? He's like, oh shit, I didn't realize who I'm talking to here. I'm talking about the 1986 cartoon movie. Oh, I've never seen that. So, you know, we have an uphill battle here, gentlemen, to help reinforce our fandom here. You know, I think that new game coming out might help a little bit.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I can't
Yes.
wait.
Yes. I mean, War for
I can't
Cybertron,
wait.
Fall of Cybertron, both great games, and now this game, which is
A full-on
totally
beat 'em
G1.
up. Oh
Yep.
my God. Yeah. The combo system, like it looks like a Devil May Cry meets Transformers.
Yes.
It's gonna be some shit. I can't
Yep.
wait. I really can't wait. I just hate that it's not 2 players, man.
Or online, I heard. It's not even online.
Mm-mm.
It's just single player, play by yourself while you're at home
Exactly.
drinking Mountain Dew.
Cheap.
Do you think you think it'll have some downloadable content though? I mean, is that kind of the angle?
Probably.
I hope so.
Yeah. They're gonna make some money somehow.
$59.99, and you get another $60 between 9 months.
There's going to
We're
be
Transformers
Decepticon
fans, we're
add-ons,
gonna do
the
it.
story packets. Yeah.
30,
Oh, yeah.
30, or 20, whatever they do for DLC.
Oh yeah.
So
Twin.
So
But it'll be worth it because it'll be cool to play as some different characters and this and that. All of us G1 fanatics and stuff like that will play as Megatron. Hell yeah, I'll pay $30 for that. So
Yeah.
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 I mean,
It's a gimme.
I like it, but I'm not a button masher fighter guy, so I'm gonna pass.
Ooh.
That'll be the
It's not
first.
button mashing. It's gonna be like playing Batman, but with
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Transformers.
Oh, true that. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
Can I roam around the city as a robot? No, it's gonna be a little fucking small ass
Yeah, it's an arena.
section.
Oh, is it
An
arena?
arena?
I thought
Yeah,
it was
it's
gonna be
arena.
an
No.
open world.
No,
It's
there's
like
no
Dynasty
open
Warriors if you think
Oh,
about it like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
smash and smash and smash.
Or
Yeah.
Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Love
be
Hyrule
Yep.
Warriors.
a lot of this. A lot of this.
Absolutely.
So, creative license. When do these third-party companies take it too far? I mean, obviously there's IP issues and all that. We're not yet addressing that issue. But in your opinion, at what point do they take it too far as evolving a character into something that they think is what we want to see?
I think the second they started making non-licensed Transformers in general, kind of theft is theft to me. There's no sort of, well, it's Ultra Magnus, but we put this manga twist on it. No, it's Ultra Magnus. You can tell it's Ultra Magnus. You made it as an upgrade for Hasbro Ultra Magnus. So for me, I say the more like they get to the comics, the better. Like, if you're going to do it and you're going to steal the shit, go all the way.
hmm
So when third party first came out, right? Other
Yeah.
than Hegemon, most of these figures, if you look at Hercules, if you look at Fans Project Insecticons, if you look at City Commander, they all had an aesthetic that was like the G1, but their head molds were a little bit different, or there was
Mhm.
something about them that made them different enough that it wasn't that same character, you know? So they did it intentionally originally. Now they're just going right for the G1 aesthetic.
But you know what, though? The examples you gave right there, like City Commander, the Insecticon, stuff like that, they're all from one company, Fans Project. You know what I mean? I think another reason for that is back then, Fans Project was it when it came to like add-ons, figures, things like that. Then all of a sudden, like Mastermind Creations came along. They were doing their, what was it, Hearts of Steel?
Yes.
Is that what it was originally? And those look great, and those were pretty like dead on to the comic stylings and stuff like that. That steampunk. But I think part of it's also not necessarily a change of direction for third companies, but more third-party companies in general. Because if you think about it, Fans Project still looks exactly the same as it did aesthetically back in 2010. Like that anime manga styling, but I think with more companies coming, we have more directions and things like that in general. Because if you think about it, what third party has really turned things around, like since they began? If you look at X-Transpots, if you look at Mastermind Creations or something like that, aesthetically, they've kind of all had their same directions from the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Especially Mastermind. Mastermind is very. They have their own aesthetic throughout all of their figures.
Absolutely. And it's weird because whether it's Hearts of Steel or whether it's like this new... wow, I'm so like shitty with names right now. Can one of you guys help me? What's the name for their new like G1 Cybertronian whatever they have?
Dan, you remember? You know, you're good at this stuff.
What?
What's the name of the new Mastermind Creation series that they're putting out?
Yeah.
Oh, the remastered, reformatted.
Yeah, there we go. They still carry, even though they're completely different like generations or genres of Transformers, they still have that style into them.
Yep.
So, absolutely. So, I don't know. I don't really think of it as all of a sudden now they're more G1. I just think more companies have come out that have different stylings and are more like G1 than maybe Fans Project was and things like that when they were the only ones around.
But as being a fan of G1, like that's what
Yeah.
obviously brought everybody into Transformers. Are you upset or less likely to buy a third-party figure that strays so far from that G1 aesthetic?
You know, I prefer stuff that doesn't look like G1. I'm gonna come off like a sinner here. I wouldn't. If you guys like exit me off the show after I say this, fine.
Get out!
Yeah, like the G1 animation for the most part was horrible.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Like if you look back on that crap now, like oh my god. So artistic licenses and stuff like that, by all means, go for it. Like MP10 doesn't look like the G1 animation. The Ultimate Metal Prime doesn't look like the G1 animation. You know what I mean? Like
No.
the Ultimate Prime looks like something out of Dreamwave. Like
Right.
that's what it looks like, that Pat Lee styling or whatever, and it looks incredible. So I mean, yeah, I'm not a G1 purist by any means.
But I mean, it's close enough. It's not like, where you're a G1 fan and the first Optimus you get is like that War Within Optimus without even having a War Within. Like, let's just say
Oh,
they just
true
blew
that.
that out of you out of nowhere, and you're like, you know what I mean? So that's kind of
Yeah.
my thing, is that some people I think are starting to do that a little bit, where all of a sudden you're just getting there. It's supposed to be a character, and you're like, well, that's not what I had pictured in my mind. So it
And
throws
you
you for a
know,
loop.
I think more so than like artistic stylings on G1, like season 1, season 2, I wish more companies, like kind of like the War Within, kind of like the Masterpiece Star Saber, I'd like to see more of that, like Transformers Victory, Master Force,
Definitely.
maybe even like Beast Wars 2 and Neo, like those kinds of
Those are-
things.
Those are good designs.
Because we're kind of getting to that point where I think if they don't start branching out, we're going to start seeing, like, we're already, like, look at what Generation Toy and Warbotron are doing. Like, these are great. Like, the Bruticus is amazing.
Mhm.
The Gravity Builder, the Computron looks amazing. The Devastator looks amazing. But for each of these, now we're getting into, like, the third and fourth iterations of these same G1 Season 1 characters.
Mhm.
And no matter how good they are, I'm not as excited buying the figure, like the same character, the third or fourth time.
Yeah,
It's
kinda,
just not there for me, no matter how good the toy is.
yeah, like when all the buzz that came out with that fans project, oh shit, what's it, Dino King or whatever, because nobody else is doing that, and they're doing
Exactly.
they're doing the Pretender shells as well,
Mhm.
and nobody else has touched that yet. So
And
I'm
that's
sure
what's
we'll
cool.
jump
And,
on that.
and it sucks because by the time I think it goes into production, well, I'm surprised we haven't seen another Dino King announced yet.
Mhm.
Because that's how it feels. Like you guys were saying earlier with the Galvatron, you said, Dust Mites, that you predicted within 12 hours somebody else would reveal one, and they did.
Yep.
That's crazy. Like, I don't understand how companies expect to make money when they're the third or fourth company that's doing, like, that same character now.
Yep.
Especially
Well,
when you... Go ahead, sorry.
No, I was just going to say some of these. I mean, you said it yourself. If you're going to collect all the Make Toy stuff.
Mhm.
So for you, if Make Toys comes out with something, you're going to get it. For me, if Fans Toys comes out with it, I'm going to have a hard time not buying it if it's an Autobot.
Hound.
And,
Hound.
you know, like...
Right.
and
Well,
that's
I
the
mean,
thing.
Hound may be the one. You know.
But
Damn
between
it.
like Fans Toys and Make Toys or whatever, you've got two companies that have a solid following, and they're both known for making really good, solid, quality products. Like an
Right.
X-Transbots or whatever. If I have the reputation that X-Transbots has, I'm not trying to follow behind Vans Toys. That doesn't even make sense to me. But people alright, I don't talk to a lot of collectors, so maybe I'm out of the loop. Do a lot of people still buy X-Transbot stuff?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
We've had
Yeah.
several of our crew members
Apollyon.
buy
I would
X-Trans.
go on record to say Apollyon is probably. Would you guys say the best-selling third-party figure of the year?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
Probably. I mean,
I think that's what
they
put
made a
them back
second
on the
run,
map.
and I think that sold out. Is sold out too.
Yeah.
Good on them. Because I got Apollyon or whatever, and it turned out really good, but I didn't know if that was the figure that would turn like that image they had around.
Well, you know,
That's a
yes
bad
and no.
example.
No, what all I was going to say is it was such an iconic character, and it was
Yeah.
really the only one that's come out that looks anything like the G1 cartoon. And a lot of people bought it. We've had this conversation on here several times. That figure either turned on or turned off a lot of people for the third party because that was the first time they had bought one. Because oh my gosh, it's a masterpiece Megatron. I got to get this, and
No
either
shit.
they loved it or hated. Yeah,
And
And
it
that's
so
and
that was
that
like-
should show you guys how little like I keep up on the news and stuff like that. I kind of do my photos and stay in photo land or whatever.
yeah. So,
So
that
that's
was.
cool to hear. Like
I would say it's probably the most important third party release of the year.
holy
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah.
And that's why it's unfair to it's hard to judge them because that's like cheating for them in my
Yeah.
opinion because it was a figure that was needed and it looks good. It looks perfect. You know what I mean? So they cheated it. That's why their Scourge or Cyclonus, whichever one comes first, is going to be the real test of how this company. Because if you look at their other stuff, I mean, look at their Ollies sucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Hey.
all their other stuff is bad. So
Hey.
Mine
I like
was
Ollie.
Didn't
horrible.
somebody just buy that? 'Cause
I
it's so
wouldn't.
good.
I wouldn't know anything about Ali.
somebody did just buy it because it looks good. They're making figures that look good, but are necessarily not the greatest.
You know,
figure.
I've got their Huffer and Pipes, and I really like them. You know, I don't have any complaints with those guys.
You like to huff on the pipes?
I like to huff on their pipes. I definitely do. Definitely do.
Now, with the issues with those, that was like paint chipping and stuff like that.
No, that actually
Oh.
the Huffer that chipped was the Cubex, which is now Bad Cube.
Gotcha. Okay.
That was the one that had the paint issues.
Aren't they re-releasing that now too?
I don't have any pain issues.
Well,
You're
you
the
don't
only one in the
bang
world.
the
Yeah,
toy.
I
Well,
have
because
issues
I don't
on
lay
mine.
on my fucking stomach and go vroom, 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 vroom. Hey guys, it's you put it on your fucking shelf. You love it. You enjoy it. Let it go, man. These fucking kids that fucking vroom, vroom, transform. I'm gonna fucking take it and do this and do that. Leave it alone,
Do
man.
something crazy and throw it against a wall.
Yeah, put it on your fucking shelf and enjoy it.
Hey,
Enjoy what it is.
hey, Ed, what do we got going on in the chat? We haven't checked in on the chat tonight. Got the
Alright.
chat there.
Yeah, I
A lot
got
of people talking, just
Some-
back and
A
forth.
little bit of nothing.
Is there a different chat? Because I see ours, but
We have one on the
No,
So if you go to the YouTube channel, there's a chat that people are watching our show can see. Nobody
I mean-
sees our secret chat.
we got
Gotcha.
Dalton.
I was
We
like-
got Dalton in the house. Said, "Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, TJ? Shava Chordan. I think I may be butchering that name, but TJ, what's the first impression on that Optimus main? I guess he was talking about that the
Fart
big,
toys?
yeah, the big guy you got.
first impressions, it's great. Like I said earlier, you can't tell tolerances, quality, stuff like that from a resin prototype because mine's really floppy. It was just there for photography and stuff like that. But aesthetically, transformation-wise, like even the weapons, storage, stuff like that, it's as long as the QC is there, this is going to be like between an 8 and 10 out of 10 figure, easily.
Wow.
Easily.
Awesome.
Yeah. All they have to do is make the final one solid. That's it.
Yep. Asian Kid Matt said, "What up, party people? Buy the shirt." And then we got J-Roos in here. Hey, J-Roos is in the chat. Wow, now that would be badass.
Jerk.
Yeah, that's
That guy's a jerk.
yeah, he's a
Pompous,
big jerk.
pompous asshole.
Oh, are any of you guys going to TFCon Charlotte?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right,
I
cool.
think the
Hell
majority
yeah.
of us in here are.
Good.
We're trying to
yeah.
talk our fifth member into it, but he's got some family obligation bull crap, horse shit.
That's an hour.
I mean, now when I
away.
tell you what it is, you're gonna feel real bad. My nephew is graduating from boot camp. He's supporting our country, so you can buy your figures.
Bitch. Bitch, you have to say, he can buy your figures, bitch.
But I will
But
be
yeah,
close.
He
It is
failed.
We'll
He
have a-
fails to mention that he's graduating on one day, but TFCon is 3 days.
That is true.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
true.
So no, we're gonna have a good presence there. Definitely, ROC will be in full effect.
All right, back to the chat. Justin Lynette says, "Hell no to bold form Megs. I mean, he's not a fan of the bold form Megs." What's up, Justin? Good to see you in here, brother. And that's about it, man. We can go back.
Chava counters. He says Bold Form Megs looks good as well as Lone Wolf, but they have not proven to execute yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sure.
So we mentioned something last week. G3. Have we seen any traction on G3 yet, guys?
I have seen some people drop it.
So I saw DPC 36 mentioned it in a post. Shout out to Dan Plastic Crack, all the way on the other side of the world. I know he watches. Um, so well, you never know. G3 may be the next big thing, and you heard it here first, or third, or fifth. But we talked about it.
What's G3?
So G3 was brought up on a on a UK Transformers Facebook group as another way to say chug, basically.
Oh,
because
God.
it's a third third in place of Transformers.
All right.
But yeah, we just had some conversation about it.
So
A couple people liked it. Some people hated it.
So on anything G3 would be Chug, or Chug would be
Okay.
G3. You know.
So it's pretty much all encompassing.
You know what? As long as they pick something and keep it with it, I'm down. Like, if it's a G3 from here on out, cool.
You know what I like about it is when I first got back into collecting, I'm like, what the hell is a chug figure? So I had to Google. Obviously now I know what it is, but it's
Nice.
like it doesn't lend itself to explain what exactly it is. And G3 I think might do a little better explanation.
Makes sense.
It does make some sense.
Yeah.
So.
I
All
dig
right.
it.
Guys, I guess that's about all we have for tonight. Don't forget, you can check us out here on our YouTube channel. We also have our audio available on SoundCloud. We have our website, realmofcollectors.com, is up. It is a work in progress, but it is up. Check the shop page there for merchandise, including the Reverse Devi shirt that is available now. We'll be plugging that on Instagram and Facebook also. That'll be available through next Friday, whatever that date is. I don't have it in front of me. Also have stickers available. It's all available on our Big Cartel page, which is linked on the Realm of Collectors, or you can do like we did last time and just directly communicate with me, and we'll get you knocked out. TJ, you had a couple shout-outs you wanted to do?
Yeah, absolutely. Lunar Toy Store. They are working hand in hand with Spark Toys, the creators of STO1, Alpha Prime.
Beefy
Yeah.
Prime.
So it's going to be sold at multiple retailers, but Lunar Toy Store is doing a really good job of keeping us informed with new pictures and stuff like that. And I believe they've got something set up to where they're going to get it first and this and that. Really good pre-order price, $119.98. So I think that's lower than anybody else. Lowest I've seen, I think TF Source is like $130 or something like that. So
I
they've
think
got
it
to
came
jump
on
in.
BBTS, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So, also, myself, kumastyle.com, I've got a Instagram now, at Kuma_photos. For whatever reason, Kumastyle was taken. That's weird. Never heard it anywhere else, but hopefully he's doing well with that.
No. They're gonna hold you hostage. They say, yo, you want to use this page? You gotta give us $300.
And I'll be like, no. So, no.
Yeah, it's like that,
No.
man. It's
not like I'm the
not life
president or
in the
anything
IG
like that.
streets, man. IG streets are crazy.
God, I'm like, how does that name take it? But of course, the Facebook page, Kumastyle, we do a lot of like news and stuff like that on there. You know, shout outs to like Realm of Collectors and things like that. Try to promote other people's reviews, pictures, and I've got a team of guys too. So one is my guy Josh. He does plastic crack photography. Another, Arcel. His is weird. It's like astronomic or something like that photography. But then my friend Chris Chen, he is bonkers photography as well. So all those guys, great photographers, good reviewers and stuff like that. They have their own pages, so check them out too. Awesome group of guys, and yeah, we're having a lot of fun, man. It's cool to be on with you guys too, like kind of connect with other collectors, get some different opinions, and learn some stuff too, because like I said, I don't keep up with news. I kind of share what I see, and a lot of times I don't even read it if it's not something I want to collect. So
I
thank
hear
you guys for having
There's
me
a
on.
lot
I
of shit
really
out there
appreciate
to read.
it. Oh my god, it's horrible now.
TJ, thank you again for coming
Yeah.
on.
Yes.
Let's do some outros here. Daniel, where can people find you? Where you at?
There's
He's
no audio.
no audio. We'll come back to him. Jisk, where you at?
If you like rap sprays, aka graffiti, you can check out at Jisk1 on Instagram. Otherwise, if you want to see
Rap
my
sprays sound so dirty.
rap sprays, if you want to see my mundane Transformer posts and whatnot, at Jbatron on Instagram and Facebook. And yeah, that's that.
Did R. Kelly ever commission a rap spray?
Rap sprays? Not from me.
Chip, chip, chip. This is a pee pee.
Daniel, did you get your mic back on over there?
Yeah, I just had to turn the switch back on.
Oh!
All right, where you at there? Where you at there, Daniel?
Harvey
He got his
Double
first
underscore
show
Dude
ever.
on IG. And then I'm in the RSC group as well.
All right, J. Ruse.
At J Ruse on Instagram, and I post a lot of stuff on Facebook on the Realm of Collectors page.
Dust.
Yes, what's up? Instagram at Dustmites. YouTube at Dustmites. Don't forget the YouTube page, Realm of Collectors, the official page. This is where you guys can all go to get everything. The ROC Spotlight, the Enter the Realm show, the ROC Hangout.
And
That's
don't forget
up.
our new show. Hopefully starting soon. We're getting the kinks worked out on the timing.
Yes.
Figure banging with Ace Milo and J. Ruse. Stay tuned for details around that.
Bigga banging.
Figure banging.
Bigga
And
banging.
ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chris Pinkerton. You can find me at Pinkerton on the Instagram, and you can find me in the Facebook group as well. Thank you for being here with us tonight. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we'll see you in about half an hour for a hangout.
ROC
Peace
Hangout
out,
coming
everybody.
up. Peace.
Later.
Later.
Thanks again, guys.
I ain't stopping it yet.
No more Ali.
I
No,
wanna
let's
hear-
not talk about Ali.
I'm
No
not
more
hitting.
Ali.
I'm not hitting the stop button until everybody gets more awkward.
Fucking Ali.
Ollie is in a box somewhere downstairs. I've lived here since December, and I didn't even unpack it. Like, I think everything
All right,
in that
that's when we
box
stop it.
besides Ollie